Hemoglobin has two parts. One is the iron part, which is the heme, and one is the globin part, which is the protein. In this disorder, the protein is the problem where you have one or two chains which is defective. If only one chain is defective, the disease may manifest in a smaller fashion, which is called minor. If it is a full defect coming from both the parents, which is called a major, then you get the thalassemia major, which we generally see and whom we call thalassemics. These are the children and adults who are suffering from this disease. Now, what happens in this disease is there is an ineffective erythropoiesis, which means that proper blood formation is not there and the life of the blood is small. So, we need to give blood transfusions regularly at regular intervals to these children to maintain life. If you do not give transfusions to these children, they develop all the manifestations of thalassemia that we generally see. Because we pick up most of these children early, all these defects may not be seen, which is a good sign. But if the child has been left undiagnosed for a long time, most of these problems will be seen in the child. The first and the foremost is anemia, severe anemia, which is manifested in the child as pallor, which means that there is a weakening of the whole system. The child becomes weak, there is a failure to thrive, the growth is affected, the child is dull and is not active. This is generally the first symptoms that the parents notice, and then we come to know that there is a deficiency in blood, and then we investigate and find out whether there is thalassemia or not. There is a specific test called HPLC which will tell us for sure whether the child is thalassemic or not, apart from the routine blood chemistries and the size of the RBC, the hemoglobin inside the RBC, and all those routine check that we do. Once we know that the child is thalassemic, then we determine whether it is a major or a minor. Minor children generally do not need transfusions, but they are anemic throughout their life, but it is sustainable without a transfusion. Major will need transfusion, and most of the thalassemics that we refer to in this society and the talk that you are going to hear from now is going to be dealing with these children who are thalassemic major. Now, the problem with these children is that they need regular blood, which is in all scientific principles safe for them, which means that it is safe from all infections and other problems that we see with blood transfusions.